lose this connection. So we are now live. And so let me just introduce us to everybody. Welcome, everybody watching this evening. My name is Dr. Thomas Jennings. I'm the coach of Stillman College, and we are joined this evening by Jarvis Christian College in Texas. And we are going to be doing a scrimmage with them tonight. Both of us have had, struggled this year with COVID with our teams, and are doing the best that we can to get everybody together. But we're going to try and have some good scrimmages here tonight and see what's going on. Let me go check in with Faith. She just messaged me and see what she's doing. Faith is going to join. Oh. Okay, well, that would explain a lot. Faith's problem is she is still in Nigeria. So she's going to try and join us from Nigeria and see if she can play, where it is 2 in the morning, I think, there. So she may not be at her best, but we have woken her from her slumber to see if she can play in the scrimmage. We'll see if we can get her connected here in a minute. There's no telling how this stream is going to go, so... All right, I'm just communicating with her and trying to see if we can get everything set up on that side. All right. I don't want to get started until we absolutely I hear from her. Let me wait. She'll ting me when she's ready. She might be getting dressed. Oh, wait, there she is. Okay. All right. Okay, she's going to try and join, but I think she doesn't think that the connection is stable enough for her to play any rounds. So we're just going to play with 2 people. All right. And when Catherine gets here, we'll bring her in. But she's got to wait for her roommate to get there and everything. So, but okay. So what we need to do first is we've got to figure out a way to look at the categories so we can divvy up everybody. And actually, before everything, I'm being rude. We should all introduce ourselves before we do that. So why don't I have my students go ahead and de-mic and introduce yourselves. Brittany, why don't you go first?
Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm a senior psychology major here at Stillman College.
I'm Jayla. I'm a sophomore criminal justice major at Stillman College.
Okay. And Faith, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Do you have your camera or not? You don't have to if there's no way to do it, but we were just in the process of introducing ourselves to Jarvis Christian College.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Miss Lee. I know I probably look like one of these students back here, but I'm not. I am the coach of the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge team here at Jarvis Christian College.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Ty.
And you are
Junior.
You're breaking up really badly on your end.
okay.
We cannot understand what you're saying. We're just getting tiny bits and pieces.
Okay, it might be our internet.
It could also be how close you are to the microphone as well. I don't know.
Okay.
And by the way, don't worry about this, because part of the reason we do these scrimmages is we need another team to test out all of the equipment with, so that we work out all of these bugs by March and the NQT. So that's totally fine. If it takes us a little while to get up and running, that's part of the purpose of these exercises, is just to make sure that we have everything going fine. Also, Faith, if you can't get your camera to work, that's fine. Audio only is fine, since you're joining us from literally halfway around the world. So that'll be okay.
Can you hear us now? Hello, my name is Kay. I am a second semester junior here at Jarvis Christian College, and my major is social work. I am actually the president of the social work.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Asia. I'm a junior right now, and I am a social work major as well.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Asia also. I know that's weird. But I am a junior, and my major is early childhood education, and I'm from Overton, Texas.
Okay.
My name's Kennedy. I'm a junior, and I'm a social work major.
Okay.
Right, that's what
Why are you not in the camera, Mark?
It goes on and you talk.
Okay. And Faith, if you can hear me, could you introduce yourself to everybody as well? Just your name and your major and your year in school.
All right. I'm Faith Stillman. I'm a sophomore biology major with a minor concentration in cybersecurity, and I'm studying in Stillman College.
All right. Thank you.
Stillman.
Okay. And I believe Dr. Lee, you had told me that all of your students are basically new to Honda this year. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And when did everybody join? Did you get them more in October or more in like December, January?
I had two of them were from last semester.
Okay.
And 3 of my young ladies in the room today will be their very first day.
Okay, your very first day of playing. Okay.
Yeah, we lost some students coming. They did not come back for the spring semester, so I had to regroup and start over.
Look, we totally understand that. We have the same problems. One thing I was noticing about Jarvis Christian, you guys are almost identical in size to us. We are among the smallest of the HBCUs. I think Tougaloo is smaller than us and a couple others. But we're both right at around 700 or 800 people. So COVID's hit us bad. I mean, it's hard to recruit. We've got a lot of people who are taking online classes only, so it's hard to reach. So, you know, we're just doing the best that we can. So thank you to those of you, Jarvis Christian, who've joined the program. I think you're really going to enjoy the program. And we're here today not as adversaries, but as mentors to help your program, to get it to grow, to help you understand what to do, and you know, to really give you the best experience that you can under the circumstances. So if there are issues today, if there are things you don't understand, if you need some rules clarifications, we're here to help you with that. We realize it's probably going to be a lot of you your first game. Have you managed to go over the rules with them?
We need to, because like I said, we have some new people who just came on today. Okay.
All right. Well, in that case, that would probably be the first place to start. So why don't I go over the rules, and we'll do the best that we can. There's Faith. Hey, Faith, joining us live from Nigeria. All right. All the way on the other side of the planet. Good job. Great to see you. Okay. So Honda Campus All-Star Challenge is played in 4 rounds. The first 3 are basically the same. They're all going to be 4-minute rounds. You play with 3 people on a team. Well, there's actually 4 people on a team, and you're going to see the question categories before the game. And when you see the categories, it's just like Jeopardy. You'll get to see which categories there are, and between your 4 players, you can decide which 3 do you think will do best in that game. So one person's going to sit out of the game entirely. So the other 3 will get to play. 1 player will captain round 1. 1 player will captain round 2. 1 player will captain round 3. So when the first round starts, you've got a player from Stillman and a player from Jarvis Christian. Those players control the buzzer, which is going to be your phones for today. Only those people can buzz in. So you're going to get a toss-up question. You have to wait until the end of the question. After the last syllable is read, you can begin to buzz in. And then you can answer. If you get it right, your team now gets an opportunity for up to 20 points worth of bonus questions. On bonus questions, everybody can confer. So your team can confer. When you buzz in on a toss-up question, you must have an answer immediately ready to go. If you buzz in and you're like, the judge is going to call hesitation, and they're going to give the other team a chance to steal. So if you buzz in, you've got to know it. But if you get the bonus, I'm going to give you a series of questions. You have 5 seconds with which to confer with your team, decide upon an answer, and then give that answer. And then once you've the bonus is over, then we go back to toss-ups, and it'll just be one-on-one again. And whoever gets a toss-up, they get the bonus. Whoever wins the toss-up and bonus gets to choose the category for the next round, for the next toss-up. So that goes on for 4 minutes. Then we go to round 2. So you will have player 2 from Stillman and player 2 from Jarvis Christian. That goes on for 4 minutes. Then you have player 3 from Stillman and player 3 from Jarvis Christian. 4 minutes. The whole thing continues. Then at the end of round 3, we go to the ultimate challenge round. It is a 1-minute lightning round. No buzzers in the lightning round. Everybody gets an opportunity to answer. So your whole team is going to be able to confer on answers and give an answer. If it is wrong, we go on to the next question. If it is correct, I'll say correct. We go on to the next one. If you don't know it, you can also pass. And if you have time left at the end of that minute, if you haven't used up all your time, you can come back and keep trying, whether you get it wrong or whether you pass. So you have infinite amount of time or infinite amount of chances to get the question right. You just have however many you could get to in a minute. So if you get it wrong, you do get another chance to come back if you can get through those questions. But realize in 60 seconds, you're averaging only about 6 seconds per question if you want to get through all the questions. The team that is losing at the end of round 3 gets first choice of what category to play in the Ultimate Challenge. And the team that was winning, they'll go second. Because the Ultimate Challenge, each question is worth 25 points for a total, in theory, of up to 250 points. All right. Now, a few other things you might want to just pay attention to on questions. If you say an answer that is insufficient, it's partially correct but insufficient, you will get one opportunity. The judge will say more information. So, for example, if the answer was President Theodore Roosevelt and you just said Roosevelt, I would go more information. You get one more opportunity. If you don't get it on the second opportunity, then it's just wrong. It is generally a good idea with people's names to only give the last name as an answer. Because if you know the last name, but you've forgotten the first name, and you give a wrong first name, if I know Shakespeare wrote Romeo and Juliet, but I say, who is Bob Shakespeare? That's wrong. Even though I got Shakespeare right, I gave a wrong first name. So the rule of thumb is always just give the last name unless it matters. Like I said, with Roosevelt, there's 2 Roosevelts, so then you have to specify. It's common with presidents. There's 2 George Bushes. There's 2 Adams. There's 2 Harrisons. So that matters. But if it doesn't matter, only give like a last name. Okay, so what we will do, we will run through the first game, and you know, we're just going to take it slow. If you guys have questions, try to save them for the end of the round unless you're really confused, and do your best. We realize we're going to have more experience with this than you in this first game because you've never played. So we understand that. Don't worry so much about the score. We're here to help you with the rules and everything. So, all right. With that said, do we have a way to, I'll tell you what, Dr. Lee, if I post the categories up on the screen, can you mute us so that you don't hear what we're saying and we don't hear what you're saying, so that you can look and decide who's going to be in which of the 3 rounds and we can talk about it?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and let me pull up game 7, which is going to be our first game.
And you should be push that bring it in. And you should say cancel everything. And it'll pause for the.
I'm probably just going to have to go right here.
Oh, just change. Okay.
Okay. All right. I am so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the categories. We're supposed to take 2 minutes. In a real game situation, you get 2 minutes to look at the categories, assign who is going to be in each category, and then it's taken away. You only get 2 minutes. We are not going to play that strictly today because this is your first time. We realize give yourself a little extra time to really think about who you want, what categories. That said, we don't want to take 10 minutes, but we're not going to time it rigorously like they would at a tournament. But in a real tournament, be aware that you will have exactly 2 minutes to look at the categories. So let me go ahead and I will share my screen and I will post it so that everybody can look at it. And it won't all fit on the screen at once, so I will scroll up and down so that you can see the categories and stuff. All right, so here we go. And I might be able to get round 1. Yeah, so there is round 1, 2, and 3. And I'll let you guys look at that, and then we'll look at the Ultimate Challenge in a moment. So you guys mute yourself, and then we'll talk about it amongst each other. So, all right, our team. We've got Did You Read My First books by famous authors. I Smell a Sequel, titles, subtitles, characters, and stars of noted films that spawned sequels. And we're number 1, people, places, and things that are at the top of their field. Round 2, at least 6 golds. Athletes who have won 6 or more gold medals at the Summer or Winter Olympics. So it's going to be people like Michael Phelps in swimming, for example. Canterbury, the city, its history, cathedral, and the archbishops. And let me just say, for those of you who don't know, the Archbishop of Canterbury, it is in England, and that is where the head of the Anglican Church is. So the Archbishop of Canterbury is one of the heads, along with the Queen or King, of the Anglican Church, the Church of England. And then we have so many Susans, real and fictional people named Susan. Then we have round 3, Falling for Niagara, about Niagara Falls, Niagara River, and the Niagara Escarpment. Niagara Falls is on the border between New York State and Canada. And it's fairly close to Buffalo, New York, so that might help somebody. Making Light of It, the science of optics, characteristics, terms, and scientists. So that's going to be things dealing with light and lenses. And then the 13th Amendment, prelude, passage, text, and consequences of the 13th Amendment. All right, my team, who likes what round?
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
If nobody minds, I can take round 1.
Okay. I can take round 3 if Faith can do round 2.
Okay. Jayla, you were doing 3?
Yes.
And Brittany was 1. We could do 2 things. Faith, you could try to play in round 2, because this game really, we're not worrying about points. Or we can let one of our other 2 players play twice. That's up to you, Faith. What do you want to do?
I can let one of our twice.
Can you say that again? I think I may have my answer, actually.
Thank you, sir. I said I can let one of our players play twice.
Okay, we'll let one of the others go twice. I was going to say the audio connection is really poor, so that would probably hamper our efforts. But we're glad that you could join us at least to watch. Brittany or Jayla, who likes number 2?
I can do number 2.
Brittany? Okay. I'll put Brittany in number 1 and 2. Okay. So let's look at the ultimate challenge. So we have animal surnames. Who are these people, real or fictional, whose surname includes an animal? Soviet. Given a clue and its first letter, what is the Soviet era name for each of these cities in the USSR? And the ABCs of law, what legal term beginning with A, B, or C is defined as? I would avoid Soviet like the plague. That's going to be really hard. So I would say ABCs of law and maybe animal surnames for us.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go with. ABCs of law for number 1 and then animal surnames for number 2.
Yeah.
You guys don't think like animal surnames would be like kind of easier though?
What's an example?
Who are these people, real or fictional, whose surname includes an animal, like Robert Byrd, who explored the North Pole? What's another?
Like, I guess from like the show Empire, like Lucius Lyon, you would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay.
So there'll be people who have either real or fictional who have an animal in their name somewhere.
Okay, we can try that first.
I mean, I don't think unless Dr. Jennings can prep us up on like law terms, because do we really know that many law terms?
Some of those you're going to know from TV shows like, you know, Alibi and, you know, and Defense. Well, I guess it's A, B, or C. C would be Bailiff and things like that. Attorney. Things like that. I really think it's going to depend on how hard they make the category. ABCs of law could be easier. Animal surnames could be easier. I really think ABCs of law will. I think both of these categories are probably going to get like 4 out of 10, but I think we have a better chance of maybe getting to 5 or 6 in law than we do in the animal surnames. Because if they start going really obscure books, then we're in trouble. So let's do law first and then the surnames.
Okay. Law first.
Okay. Let me see where Jarvis Christian is.
No, we're ready.
Okay. All right. Very good. Turn that off. And
Can we zoom?
all right. The next thing everybody needs to do is they need to get out their cell phones and you need to turn off the feature that, okay, you know, when you hold up your cell phone and you don't touch it for a minute, it turns off, the screen off. You need to go into settings and make it so that it is always on, because this is going to be your buzzer and you don't want your buzzer to, you know, go away in the middle of a game. So go ahead and try to do that. And then I'm going to create a buzzin.live game, and I'm going to show you how to get on that to get into the buzzer. Okay, once you have got your phones set, you are going to go into the web browser on your phone, and you're going to go to the website buzzin.live. And that will bring up a buzzer on your screen. You are going to need a code, a numerical code to join. That code for this game is 277822, and I've displayed it on the screen there so you can all see it. And I'll wait until everybody gets in. That includes our players too, Brittany and Jayla. I need you to log in. So we have Faith, Jayla, Kennedy, Brittany. Faith, if you're not playing, you don't need to log in. We have Asia and Asia 1 and K. And by the way, just let me ask, for Jarvis Christian, who is playing in round 1, 2, and 3 for you?
Round 1 is Kennedy.
Okay.
Round 2. I have 2 Asians. Round 2 is Asia N.
Asia without the N, without the 1.
Yeah, she Asian 1. I'm just regular Asian on the buzz thing.
So on the buzz, she is Asia, and then the round 3 will be Asia. Her last name is H, but she is Asia 1 on the buzz end.
Okay. All right. Because I do need to know the last names for when I put it in the database, because I put your names into our database so that I can print out the score sheets, and you will know which Asia is which from our end on the score sheets, because you'll need that information.
How you change that?
You guys do.
All right, so let me get into game number
277.
7 here.
Asia 2. Asia 10. It was a lot.
Yeah. It's locked, so you can't budge.
I said it's full.
Okay. It's full. Somebody. Okay, we got too many people in there. You can join once, and Faith, when you joined in, we ran out of people. Let me end this game. I'm going to give a new number. We're going to all leave that, and we're all going to go back in. So I'm going to give you a different number. Only the people playing the game log in this time. All right, and I've got to this number. Okay, and it is 307 307. 307 307. Only the people actually physically playing in this game, please log in.
I don't think it was. I mean, like.
All right, and is it Kennedy Lofton?
No.
Mary.
Okay.
Murray.
Gotcha. Kennedy Murray. Okay. Kennedy Lofton must be a Tuskegee player. We play them next week. So, okay. So we have Kennedy, Asia, Jayla, both Asias, Jayla and Brittany. Okay, and that's correct because we only have 5 players playing in this game. Faith's audio connection is not strong enough to do that. You are going to see labeled in round 2 for our side. You're going to see Faith labeled in round 2, but that's because I cannot put the same player in 2 rounds. So Faith is really going to be Brittany playing as Faith. So, okay. Let me load the game up. And I'm going to do a buzzer check for everybody. Kennedy, would you please check your buzzer? Okay. And Asia N. Asia H. Jayla. And Stillman. Or Brittany. Okay. All righty. So we need to do, in lieu of a coin toss, I'm just going to pick a number between 1 and 10. Jarvis Christian, please guess a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay. And Brittany, between 1 and 7. Or 1 and 10.
You said 1 and 10?
Yeah, between 1 and 10. I said their
3.
number. That you picked 3?
Yeah, 3.
Right. It was 6, so they won the toss. So, all right. So Jarvis Christian will go first. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready. Welcome to Honda Campus All-Star Challenge, where our first scrimmage game tonight is between Stillman College and Jarvis Christian College. For Stillman College, we have Brittany Christopher in round 1. And for Jarvis Christian, we have Kennedy Murray. In the coin toss before the game, Kennedy, you won the toss, so you will select between the following 3 categories. Did you read my first? I smell a sequel, and we're number 1.
I smell a sequel.
I smell a sequel. Okay. We're going to have 4 minutes on the clock. Remember that it is you and Brittany. Whoever wins the toss-up gets a bonus. After the bonus is over, it goes back to the toss-up. I will prompt you in this first game so that you know what is a toss-up, what is a bonus question, so you know when you should be buzzing in. Speed does matter. Remember that you can't buzz in early. You have to wait until the last syllable of the last word is said before you can buzz in. Okay, so I smell a sequel is a question or as a category. Brittany, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Kennedy, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 4 minutes on the clock. Ready, begin. What adjectives complete the title to blank, the 2003 car racing sequel starring Tyrese Gibson and Paul Walker, but not Vin Diesel?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Brittany.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
That is correct. Please wait until you are acknowledged to respond. All right. A 2022 film will be the 6th sequel to what 1996 spy thriller starring Tom Cruise? This is a bonus for Stillman.
Tom Cruise, isn't that like a?
It's like Mission Impossible.
Go with it. Try
Or
it.
Born Legacy, I think.
Stillman, your answer.
Mission Impossible.
It is Mission Impossible. Heath Ledger won a posthumous Oscar as the Joker in what 2008 sequel to Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins?
Is it that standalone film, The Joker?
Is it just The Joker?
Your answer.
I think so. Joker.
No, what is The Dark Knight? Stillman, you control the board. This is now a toss-up. Jarvis, you can respond to this one. Go ahead. Pick a category. Brittany?
I smell a sequel.
Okay. Part 2 of what Michael J. Fox time-traveling film spoofed sequels with a marquee for Jaws 19? Stillman, Brittany.
Sharknado.
Hesitation. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian?
Back to the Future Part 2.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Characters discuss whether a sequel can ever be good in the first sequel to what film with Neve Campbell and a masked killer? 5 seconds, Jarvis. You may confirm.
Scream.
I will take that. Yes, Scream for 10 points. Now, pressured into honoring the marker given to him by a crime boss, which Keanu Reeves' title character unretires to kill again in Chapter 2. 5 seconds. Jarvis Christian, your answer. No answer. What was John Wick? All right, Jarvis Christian, you control the board. Select a category.
I guess for the second person. We're number 1.
We're number 1. Of the top 20 most watched U.S. TV broadcasts, number 9 is the MASH finale, and the rest are airings of what sporting event? Stillman, Brittany.
The Olympics.
No. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian?
The Super Bowl.
It is the Super Bowl. Now, for 10 points, Jarvis Christian. First airing in 1989, what animated show is by far TV's longest-running primetime comedy series?
The Simpsons.
That is correct for 10. Now, surpassing 13,000 performances in 2019, what longest-running Broadway show is set at Paris's Palais Garnier?
Is it Cats?
No, good guess. What is the Phantom of the Opera? You still control the board. Select a category, Jarvis Christian.
Did you read my first?
All right. Also an amateur artist who included his own original illustrations in the first edition of his novel, The Hobbit. Stillman, Brittany.
J.R. Tolkien.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Sketches by Boz was a collection of previously published essays. So 1836's The Pickwick Papers was the first novel by which prolific Brit.
Jayla, do you have?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Johnson.
No, who was Charles Dickens? Burroughs, Clancy, Pinter. At the urging of his beat friends, who detailed his addictions in 1953's Junkie and in 1959's Naked Lunch?
Clancy.
I'm guessing.
I'm not sure.
Clancy. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Clancy.
Who is William Burroughs? So no points on that. All right. At the end of round one, we have a close game. Jarvis Christian in the lead with 40. Stillman College at 30. We move into round two. And in round two, Brittany is going to be playing for Stillman, and Asia Noble will be playing for Jarvis Christian. Let's do a buzzer check for both players. Brittany, do a buzzer check. And Asia, do a buzzer check. Okay. All right. So, Brittany, because our team is down, please select between at least 6 goals, Canterbury, So Many Susans.
So Many Susans.
Okay. Brittany, are you ready?
Yes.
Asia, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 4 minutes on the clock. Ready? Begin. Susan Wasinski is the CEO of what video sharing platform that was acquired by Google in 2006? Stillman, Brittany.
YouTube.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Which leading breast cancer organization sponsors the annual Race for the Cure to raise money for research and outreach? Stillman only.
I think that's Susan G, right?
Go for it. Try it.
Susan G.
More specific.
Susan G. Cancer Foundation.
I can't accept that. Who is Susan G. Komen? I need the last name, not the first. Now, Susan was the name also of a Pembroke Corgi given to which royal on her 18th birthday in 1944?
Oh, I think that's the Queen. It's Elizabeth II, right? Or the third?
Try the third.
Third. Okay, Elizabeth III.
Who's Elizabeth II? I'm sorry. There's no Elizabeth III yet. All right. But Stillman, you still control the board.
So Many Susans.
So Many Susans. Fighting crime as the Invisible Woman, Susan Storm Richards was a founding member of what Marvel quartet? Stillman, Brittany.
The Fantastic Four.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Susan Strong leads the human tribe in an attack against the Candy Kingdom in what animated series?
Candy Kingdom. Is that
Adventure Time?
Adventure Time. Adventure Time.
Adventure Time.
That is correct. Susan Egan voices Rose Quartz on what show created by Adventure Time writer Rebecca Sugar?
Steven Universe.
Oh, yeah. Steven Universe.
That's correct for all 30. All right, select a category.
So Many Susans.
Okay. This is for both teams. Who was New York's agent for the American Anti-Slavery Society before co-founding the National Woman Suffrage Association?
We can answer.
Stillman, Brittany.
Susan B. Anthony.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Which Susan, a former ambassador to the United Nations and now National Security Advisor, now heads the Domestic Policy Council?
I don't know.
I have
Walker.
Walker. Okay. Walker.
Who is Susan Rice? No points. Now, representing Maine since 1997, which most senior Republican woman in the Senate was reelected in November of 2020?
I don't know.
Poland.
Say again?
Poland.
No, who is Susan Collins? So no bonus on that one, but you control the board.
At least 6 golds.
Okay. This is for both teams. Only a few dozen Olympians have won 6 or more gold medals. Which American swimmer has an astounding 22 with 8 in 2008 alone? Asia.
Michael Phelps.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. Fencing, karate, or volleyball. All 3 Hungarians with 6 or more gold medals were champions in what sport?
Fencing.
That is correct for 10. Now, Larissa Latyanina and Boris Sokolin are 2 of 4 Soviet athletes with at least 7 gold medals. All 4 were champions in what sport?
Running or track?
No, what is gymnastics? Gymnastics. All right, but you do control the board, Asia. time. We ran out of time, unfortunately. So at the end of round 2, we still have a very close game. Stillman with 80, Jarvis Christian at 60. And we move into round 3, where we have Jayla Williams against Asia Henry this time. So let's go ahead and let's do a buzzer check for Jayla and a buzzer check for Asia Henry. All right. Okay, Asia, you are down by 20 points. So you will get to select the category this time. We have Falling for Niagara, Making Light of It, and the 13th Amendment.
The 13th Amendment.
All right. 4 minutes on the clock. Jayla, are you ready?
Yes.
And Asia, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 13th Amendment, 4 minutes. Ready, begin. 10 years out of office as the 6th president, in 1839, who proposed a constitutional amendment to end slavery gradually? Asia.
Abraham Lincoln.
No. Can you take it, Jayla?
Wilson.
No. Who was John Quincy Adams? Asia, you still control it. Pick another category.
The 13th Amendment.
All right. As it calls itself on its license plates, what land of Lincoln was the first state to ratify the 13th Amendment? Stillman, Jayla.
Washington.
No. Can you take it, Asia? You cannot confer on a toss-up. Time. What is Illinois? You have to answer immediately, and you cannot confer on a toss-up, but that's okay. You didn't know that. All right, but you do control the board, Asia.
Making light of it.
Okay. That the speed of light is constant, regardless of the reference frame, was integral to whose 1905 theory of special relativity? Time. Jayla.
Graham.
No. Can you take it, Asia?
No.
No. Who is Albert Einstein? Albert Einstein. All right. Asia, you still control it.
The 13th Amendment.
All right. The 13th Amendment abolished not just slavery, but involuntary S blank. What word completes that phrase? Stillman, Jayla.
Servitude.
Servitude is correct. One effect of the 13th Amendment was to nullify what fractional clause of the Constitution explicitly replaced in the 14th Amendment. Stillman.
Is that like
the 3/5
rule?
rule? 3/5 of a human.
Yeah, I'll take that. 3/5 clause. And the 13th Amendment also rendered moot what two-word constitutional clause regarding runaways that shares its name with an 1850 act.
Fugitive Slave Act. Fugitive slaves.
I will take that. The Fugitive Slave Act. That is correct. Select the category, Stillman.
Making light of it.
All right. This is for both teams. White light is actually a spectrum of colors, a 17th century discovery by which famed English physicist and mathematician? Stillman, Jayla.
Johnson.
No. Can you take it, Asia?
Yes.
No. Who is Isaac Newton? Stillman, select a category.
Falling for Niagara.
All right. Josiah Henson, who helped slaves escape across the Niagara River, was an inspiration for what best-selling 1852 novel? Time. Nope, that was after. That was out of time. That was Uncle Tom's Cabin. Uncle Tom's Cabin. All right. Stillman, select the category.
Falling for Niagara.
Falling for Niagara. The Canadian side of the falls is named for what item made by a farrier and found in a stable? Stillman, Jayla.
Horseshoe.
That is correct. It is the Horseshoe Falls. Because of erosion, Niagara Falls is advancing a foot a year toward which Great Lake south of Lake Huron?
Do you think Lake Superior?
I think it might actually be Lake Erie.
Lake Erie? Okay. Do you want to go with that?
Yeah.
Lake Erie?
That is correct. Now, Niagara Falls Park, the oldest U.S. state park, was co-designed by which father of landscape architecture?
Brown, maybe?
Brown.
Who was Frederick Law Olmsted? That was a hard question. And at the end of round 3, we have Stillman College with 130 points, Jarvis Christian with 60. We now move on to the ultimate challenge round, where anything can happen because the ultimate challenge is the ultimate choice. All right. So, Jarvis Christian, no more buzzers. The 3 players, both Asias and Kennedy, you're the only ones that can answer. You can confer. When you know something, funnel your answer to whoever you want to designate to give answers. Deliberate and then give the answer. If you don't know it, you can pass. You have 1 minute. So which category would you like to choose? Soviet, animal surnames, or the ABCs of law?
We can do all 3 of them.
You can only do one.
The ABCs of law.
Okay. Right. What legal term that begins with the letter A, B, or C is defined as? Again, these will all be law terms or legal terms that begin with the letters A, B, or C. 1 minute on the clock. Are you ready, Jarvis Christian?
Yes.
Okay. Ready. Begin. An identity concealing false name.
Pass.
Okay. An officer who keeps order in the court.
The bill?
No. To expunge or erase a debt.
Pass.
I heard cancel. That is correct. Any movable piece of personal property.
Pass.
Okay. To intentionally leave behind property.
Abandoned.
Yes. To give personal property by a will.
Pass.
Okay. Breaking and entering to commit a crime.
Breaking. Burglary.
Time. That was burglary. You got 2 right. Let's take a look at the ones you got wrong and the ones that you didn't get a chance to see. One thing you will have to practice on, and this is your first game, so that's totally acceptable. You need to practice on speed. You're taking too long to pass if you don't know it. An identity concealing false name, that is an alias. Alias. An officer who keeps order in the court, that's the bailiff. Any movable piece of personal property is chattel. Chattel. To give personal property through a will is to bestow something. So I bestow it to my kids. Breaking and entering to commit a crime, that is burglary. We'll see if you could have gotten these final 3. An attorney who advises a client. Any guesses? That's the council. Any organization's written rules of conduct.
Constitution.
For this one, I would accept either bylaws or constitution. And then the last question, this is a written statement made under oath. That is, you got an answer? No, that's an affidavit. An affidavit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Stillman, it comes to our turn. You get to choose between Soviet and animal surnames. Choose animal surnames.
Animal surnames.
Animal surnames.
I'm going to tell you right now, Soviet is going to be so hard. Because I don't think I could name 3 in that category. So we're going to go with animal surnames. Who are these people, real or fictional, whose surname includes an animal? Stillman, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. 1 minute. Ready. Begin. An unidentified Jane or John.
Doe.
Go.
Yes. Pirate captain of the Black Pearl.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. The full frontal host.
Pass.
Okay. Heroine of Silence of the Lambs.
Pass.
Pass.
The WNBA star of the Storm.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. The first U.S. Chief Justice.
Pass.
Okay. Pulitzer Prize winner for The Good Earth.
Pass.
Pass.
Author of The Red Badge of Courage.
Pass.
Pass.
Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
Pass.
Okay. Nursing's lady with a lamp. Excuse me.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. Pirate captain of the Black Pearl.
Bird.
Bird.
No. The full frontal host.
Duck.
Time. Ooh, hard category.
Yeah, that's harder than I expected.
Pirate captain of the Black Pearl, Johnny Depp, plays Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh.
Pirates of the Caribbean. The full frontal host is Samantha Bee. The heroine of Silence of the Lambs, Clarice Starling. WNBA star of the Storm is Sue Bird. The first U.S. Chief Justice, a very important one for everybody to know on both teams, John Jay. The Pulitzer Prize winner for The Good Earth, my wife's favorite author, Pearl Buck. The author of The Red Badge of Courage, Stephen Crane. Marty McFly in Back to the Future was played by Michael J. Fox. And Nursing's Lady with a Lamp, that's Florence Nightingale. All right, at the end of the game, we have Stillman College with 155, Jarvis Christian close behind at 110. Good job, everybody. And Jarvis Christian, a very good and well-played first game. All right, good job. All right.
For the next one, we ready.
All right.
Yeah, that game was like unnecessarily hard.
I agree.
We'll go with that. All right. Okay, and there will be a different buzz-in live code for this game, so I'll give you that momentarily. But we need to look at the questions for this game. So, Jarvis Christian, if you would go ahead and mute your mic and mute us so that you can't hear us. We will deliberate and you will deliberate, and then we'll go ahead and we'll decide who's going to be in what round.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you in a moment. Okay. All right. And, oh, sorry. Let me get rid of this buzz-in live code. Okay. So, Stillman, we have in round one, combo creatures, mythological beings that were a bit mixed up. This is going to be things like a minotaur, which is a half bull, half man, or a centaur, which is a half horse, half man, or half goat kind of thing. In memoriam, African Americans who passed away over the last year. So that'd be, like
Chadwick.
Yep.
Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman. Who did we just go over? From the actor who Sidney Poitier, people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Initially speaking, as Joanne Kathleen is abbreviated in JK and JK Rowling, name these other authors who use initials. So we're going to give you what the initials stand for and the initials, but you got to name the last name. So if we gave you the first and middle name of J.R.R. Tolkien, you would have to come up with Tolkien. We'd give you J.R.R. and what it stood for, and you'd have to come up with Tolkien. All right, round two, Islam 101, basic Islamic terms and major people in the religion. News from the 15th century, headline-making people, places, and events of the 1400s, and talking triangles, math terms, and proofs associated with triangles. So things like the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Round three, child stars, actors and actresses who became famous before they turned 18. Do you dig graves? Noted burial sites and their famous occupants, and former capitals in the United States. Former national capitals in the U.S. This you should know. the first capital of the United States was Philadelphia. Then it moved to New York City, and then it became Washington, D.C., which was created by famous African-American Benjamin Banneker. So all of that will probably come up. So it's Philadelphia, New York City, then Washington, D.C. All right. Who likes what category?
Jayla will take 2.
Okay. Brittany?
I can take 1, but Faith, were you gonna play this round? No.
It says no.
Okay.
Between
Then
Jayla
I can take round 3 since you did 2 last game.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll take round 1, and
You'll take round
you'll
1
take
and
round 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we need to go down and take a look at Ultimate Challenge here. So we have old questions. What word, term, or name spelled with OLD somewhere in the word or term or name? Big-brained reading, or bird-brained reading. What bird completes the title of this author's work? So, for example, Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven, or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, things like that. And then cheese, please. Given a first letter and a clue, give me the name of the cheese. That's what I would pick first. We have had the cheese category before, and we usually do pretty well. We don't get all of them, but we usually get 7 or 8 in the cheese category. Because a lot of people eat a lot of cheeses, right? I mean, you know, things, you know, like Swiss and Brie and feta and, you know, Munster, cheddar. I mean, there's a lot of different cheeses. I think you'd probably do pretty good on that one.
Okay, so I'll say cheese and then old questions second.
And then old questions?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Okay. Let me see if I can shrink this just a little bit. Shoot. It's a little too small.
We're ready.
You ready? Okay. Okay. And I apologize that I can't get the whole thing on the screen or it's too small to read. So
yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Don't forget to make the new buzz-in code.
Yeah, I'll do that momentarily. Let me get a new buzz-in code ready. Okay, the code is 672904. 672904.
She can answer the
What
first
is
question,
it?
then we can answer 2.
I can't.
And only the people playing in the game should be logging in. 672904. And I put it up on the screen for everybody to see.
Thank you.
And Jarvis Christian, if you would please tell me who is in round 1, 2, and 3.
Round 1 is Kumari, Kumari.
Okay.
Last initial P. Round 2 is Kennedy. And round 3 is Asia N.
Okay. One more time. What was Kennedy's initial again? I forgot.
Murray.
Okay, gotcha. All right, let me go and add everybody in. So we have Kumari.
Why are you waiting on officer? We can't see you.
We have Kennedy. And we have Asia Knowles. And in our game, we will have Brittany in round 1. Jayla will be playing round 2 and 3 this time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second game 7, 8. Okay, and let's load that. Okay. Make sure everybody's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to take the code off. Let us do a buzzer check for everybody. Oh, hang on. Jayla. Brittany. Kay. Kennedy. And Asia. Kamari, do you want me to address you as Kamari or as Kay fine?
Kay's fine.
Kay is fine? Okay. You're welcome. I just wanted to make sure I got everybody's names right. Okay. And we'll tell you what. Since you are the guests, we will let Jarvis Christian go ahead and go first once again. And bring up buzz in that line. Okay, got the buzzers. Okay, so we are now playing game 8 of our scrimmage between Stillman College and Jarvis Christian College. In our first round, we have Brittany versus Kumari or Kay. Jarvis Christian, please select between combo creatures, in memoriam, and initially speaking.
We'll take in memoriam, please.
In memoriam. Okay. Brittany, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. And Kay, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. 4 minutes on the clock. Ready. Begin. Active as an actor for more than 6 decades, whose Just As I Am memoir was published in early 2021, a few days before she died at 96. Stillman, Brittany.
Betty White.
No. Can you take it?
Maya Angelou?
No. Who was Cecily Tyson?
Yeah.
Cecily Tyson. Remember, these are African Americans. All right. Jarvis Christian, select again.
In memoriam.
Okay. Who died at 93 in November of 2020, having made history as New York City's first African-American mayor? Stillman, Brittany.
Yes.
Locke.
No. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian?
Nelson.
No. Who is David Dinkins? David Dinkins. Jarvis Christian, you still control the board.
In memoriam.
All right. Best known for 1989's Just a Friend, which clown prince of hip-hop passed away in July 2021. Stillman, Brittany.
Pops.
Can't take that. Kay, can you take it?
Marquis.
That is correct, Biz Marquis. Here's your bonus. Now, which rapper of Party Up, born Earl Simmons, passed away in April 2021?
DMX.
That's correct for 10. And whose singing career included 52 top 10 hits and being the first African-American in the Country Music Hall of Fame?
Darius Rucker.
No, good guess. Who is Charlie Pride? Charlie Pride. But you still control the board.
Initially speaking.
All right. Alan Alexander are the 2 A's in the name of which author of Winnie the Pooh? Stillman, Brittany. Hesitation. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian?
Alex Anderson.
No. Who is A.A. Milne? A.A. Milne. You still control it, Jarvis Christian.
Initially speaking.
Named for his relative who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, what does the F stand for in F. Scott Fitzgerald? Stillman, Brittany.
Franklin?
No, good guess. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian?
Francis.
It is Francis. Thomas Stearns is the TS, in the name of which Nobel laureate and poet of 4 quartets.
Beethoven?
No, who is T.S. Eliot? T.S. Eliot. Now, Edgar Lawrence is the EL, in the name of which historical fiction writer of Ragtime? Jarvis Christian, your answer.
Elliot Landry.
No, who is E.L. Doctorow? E.L. Doctorow. You still control the board.
Combo creatures.
All right. Daedalus designed the labyrinth as a place to hold what creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man? Stillman, Brittany.
The Minotaur?
That is correct. Here's your bonus. For 20 points after 1 clue or 10 points after 2 clues. Here's your first clue. Part of the Oedipus story in Greek myth, what creature had bird wings, a lion's body, and the head of a woman?
Do you think this might be like Sphinx?
Yeah. Go for it. I can't even tell you. Go for it.
The Sphinx.
That is correct for 20 points. You control the board quickly.
Combo creatures?
All right. The Krampus in German myth, the Gleistig in Scottish myth, and the Greek god Pan were all part man and part what other animal? Stillman, Brittany.
Goat.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. In West African folklore, the trickster Anansi most often has human characteristics and those of what creature? An arachnid.
Spider?
Yes, spider. Spider?
That's correct. That's correct for 10. And the first known worship of the anthropomorphic feathered serpent Quetzalcoatl was at Teotihuacan, now in what nation?
That feels like Mexico or something.
I think yes, Aztec. I think it's Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico.
That is Aztec and it is Mexico. So you get all 20 points on that. All right. At the end of round 1, we have Stillman with 30 points, Jarvis Christian with 30, and we move to the next round where we are going to have Jayla versus Kennedy. So let's do a buzzer check. Jayla, give me a buzz. What? Jayla buzz in only. And Kennedy buzz in only. Okay. All right. We got you. Okay. So Kennedy, you are down. So you will select between Islam 101, news from the 15th century, and talking triangles.
Talking triangles.
Okay. 4 minutes on the clock. Jayla, are you ready?
Yes.
Kennedy, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. And begin. What 10-letter word for the longest side of a right triangle comes from the Greek for under and to stretch? Jarvis Christian, Kennedy.
Is it a hypotenuse?
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What type of triangle has 3 sides of different lengths?
Is it scalene?
That is correct for 10. If a triangle has angles of 75, 75, and 30 degrees, it must be what type of triangle?
Is it a isosceles?
That is correct also. All 30 points. Select a category.
I get the triangle one, the top of triangle.
Orthogonal, parallel, or similar. Which term refers to 2 triangles that have the same shape but not the same size?
Similar.
Stillman, Jayla.
Similar.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What other term from geometry refers to 2 triangles that are identical in both shape and size?
Same. I
think I want to say it has an S in it, so I want to say you're on.
Same.
It might be.
No, what is congruent? Now, SAS, SSA, AAA. Which of these is proof of congruent triangles if S is side and A is angle?
I think it's SAS. What do you think, Brittany?
Your answer.
I'm kind of leaning towards SSA, but
SSA.
SAS. Sorry.
Okay, you're right.
You control the
Talking
board.
triangles.
Talking triangles. Also used in statistics. What term refers to a line segment from any vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side? Time. That was a median. A median. All right. Jayla, select a category.
Islam 101.
All right. Chronologically, the first prophet acknowledged in the Quran is which person first named in the Bible in Genesis 2:19? Jarvis Christian Kennedy.
Adam.
It is Adam. Here's your bonus. Musa is mentioned 136 times in the Quran and is the Islamic name for which major biblical figure?
The Greek God.
Jarvis Christian, your answer.
John.
No, who is Moses? Now, Muhammad is mentioned by name 4 times in the Quran, while Isa, mentioned 25 times, is the Islamic name of what biblical figure? Jarvis Christian, your answer.
Matthew.
No, who is Jesus? Isa is Jesus. All right. You control the board.
Who controls the board? Sorry.
Jarvis Christian, it's your pick.
News from the 15th century.
All right. Which Italian explorer, co-funded by Ferdinand, made headlines in 1492, though he mistook the Bahamas for India? Stillman, Jayla.
Columbus.
That is Christopher Columbus. Now, I'm off for India, declared what Portuguese navigator upon his first voyage there in 1497?
Isn't his last name Hernandez?
I'm gonna say Hernandez. Something that sounds
Or
Portuguese.
Cortez.
Or Cortez, maybe?
Someone your answer.
Cortez Hernandez.
No, who is Vasco da Gama? Who is Vasco da Gama? Now, Aragon, Borgia, Mendoza. Which former Spanish family made headlines in Italy, producing 2 popes and perfecting political intrigue?
I would say Mendoza. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I think go with Mendoza. Right?
No, that is the Borgia family. The Borgia family. The most corrupt family in Italian history. That's the end of round 2. We have a very close game. Stillman is up by just 1 question, 80-70. That means we move to the next round where we have Jayla again versus Asia Nobles. Jarvis, you are down. So let's do a buzzer check. Jayla, give me a buzzer check. And Asia, give me a buzzer check. Okay. Asia, you will select between child stars. Do you dig graves? And former capitals in the U.S.
Child stars.
Okay. Jayla, are you ready?
Yes.
Asia, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, 4 minutes and begin. What Netflix series debuted in 2016 with 12-year-old Millie Bobby Brown as 11? Asia.
Is that Tragic Things? Stranger Things.
I will take that. Careful about your hesitation, but that's acceptable. Now, which actress was just 15 when she won an NAACP Image Award for her role as Zoe Johnson in Blackish?
Yara Shahidi.
That is correct for 10. Who was twice nominated for the NAACP Image Awards for playing Rocky Blue on Disney's Shake It Up?
Zendaya.
That's correct for all 30. Select a category.
Child stars.
Child stars.
Okay. At 16, Louie Cravalho made her movie debut voicing what Disney film character, a role she's performed in both English and Hawaiian? Stillman, Jayla.
Lilo.
No. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian?
Moana.
It is Moana. Here's your bonus. As an adult, she co-hosted The View. As a child, who played Olivia Kendall on The Cosby Show?
Raven. What's her name?
Raven Simone.
Raven Simone.
That's correct for 10. One of the highest paid child actors of the 1970s, Gary Coleman, was best known for playing Arnold Jackson on what series?
Different Strokes.
You have to push it.
A different
Different
strokes.
strokes.
That is correct for 10. Select category.
Child stars.
All right. Who celebrated his 12th birthday in 2001, the year of his big screen debut in Harry Potter? Asia.
Daniel Radcliffe.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Actor Tom Felton got help from Vincent Crabbe and Gregory Goyle when he portrayed which Slytherin student?
Malfoy.
That's correct for 10. And redhead Rupert Grint played which member of House Gryffindor?
Ron.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, Ron Weasley. That's correct. All 30. Select category.
Former capitals of the U.S.
All right. Built in 1752, the Ursuline Convent is the oldest building in what lower Mississippi River city, then the capital of French Louisiana? Asia.
New Orleans.
That's correct. Here's your bonus. What Alabama city was about 20 miles upriver from its current location when, in 1702, it became French Louisiana's first capital? For 5 points.
Birmingham.
No, what is Mobile? Now, after Mobile, what Mississippi city adjoining Gulfport was French Louisiana's capital?
Mississippi. Biloxi.
That's correct for 5. And what city near the Mississippi-Missouri confluence was capital of Upper Louisiana?
Mississippi River.
No, what is St. Louis? St. Louis. All right, you control the board.
We do? Oh.
Yeah.
DVD Graves.
Okay. Washington National Cathedral houses the tomb of which Nobel Prize winning president who kept us out of war for his first term? Asia.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Incorrect. Can you take it, Jayla?
Johnson.
No, who was Woodrow Wilson? Select category quickly, Asia.
Former capitals of the U.S.
All right, just in time. In 1783, when the U.S. signed the Treaty of Paris, Congress's home was Nassau Hall at what New Jersey Ivy League university? Either team. Asia.
New Jersey
Hesitation.
University.
Sorry, hesitation. Can you take it, Jayla?
Harvard.
No, what is Princeton? So no points on that. All right, at the end of round 3, Jarvis Christian showing that they know child actors with 175 points and Stillman at 80. But anything can happen because the ultimate challenge is the ultimate choice. Stillman, we are down. So we get to select between the old questions, cheese please, and bird brain reading.
Cheese, please.
Cheese,
All right.
please.
All right. Given its first letter and a clue, name the cheese. All right. 1 minute. Stillman, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. And begin. C, England's most popular.
Cheddar.
Yes. H, buttery flavored Danish cheese.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. F, brine cured in Greece.
Pass.
Feta.
Yes. M, essential to tiramisu.
Pass.
G, named after a Dutch city.
Gonzalo.
Gruyere.
No. M, from Italian buffalo milk.
Mozzarella.
Yes. C, a dieter's chunk of curds.
Pass.
S, its holes are called eyes.
Swiss.
Yes. R, commonly fills cannoli.
Pass.
Okay. P, a Philly cheesesteak favorite.
Parmesan.
No. H, buttery flavored Danish cheese.
Pass.
Okay. M, essential to tiramisu.
Pass.
Monster.
G, named after a Dutch city.
Gonzalez.
No. C, a dieter's chunk of curds. Time. You got 4. That's not too bad. An H, buttery flavored Danish cheese is Havarti cheese. M, essential to tiramisu is mascarpone cheese. G, named after a Dutch city, that's Gouda.
Oh,
Gouda.
Gouda.
I like Gouda.
C, a dieter's chunk of curds, cottage cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Commonly Phil's cannoli starts with R, ricotta.
Okay.
And P, a Philly cheesesteak favorite, provolone.
Provolone.
So you got 4, but we are up 180 to 175. Jarvis Christian, if you get 1 right, you win. So do you select old questions or bird-brained reading?
Whatever y'all want to do, I'm winning.
Bird brain reading.
Okay. What bird completes the title of this author's work? 1 minute. Jarvis Christian, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. And begin. Lee, to kill a.
Bird.
Yes. White, the trumpet of the.
Pass.
Okay. Hammett, the Maltese.
Pass. You gotta say pass.
Okay. Bach, Jonathan Livingston blank.
Pass.
Okay. Lear, the blank in the Pussycat.
Perry.
No. Atwater, Mr. Popper is what?
Penguin.
Yes. Grisham, the blank brief.
Pass.
Okay. Higgins, the blank has landed.
Plane.
No. McMurtry, lonesome blank.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. Anderson, the ugly blank. Duckling is correct. White, the trumpet of the.
Swan.
Yes. Hammett, the Maltese blank.
I don't know what that is. I hear it on the tip of my tongue. Pass.
Pass.
All right, you got 3.
I know what it is.
Hammett was the Maltese Falcon. Also a very famous movie with Humphrey Bogart. Bach was Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Lear was the owl in the Pussycat. Grisham, also another important movie with Denzel Washington, The Pelican Brief. Higgins, the eagle has landed, about the landing on the moon. And McMurtry, Lonesome Dove, a famous Western. But at the end of that round, Stillman, you got 180. Jarvis Christian, congratulations. You are the victors with 275 points.
Thank you.
All right.
That's it.
All right, we're just finalizing the scores here.
Okay.
All right, and we will go ahead and get ready for tonight's last game of the evening because we have 3 games reserved here. Write a couple things down. All right, let me go ahead and Jarvis Christian, if you will go ahead and mute yourselves again, we will all deliberate and I will post the categories. Okay. So in this game, we have in round 1, 2021 U.S. stamps, new and upcoming stamps from the Postal Service, artistic ABCs, terms from various fine arts that begin with A, B, or C. That could be sculpting, painting, dance, anything like that, sketching, and season's eatings, traditional holiday foods from around the world, names, ingredients, and where they're enjoyed. So not just American holiday favorites, but holiday favorites from any country. Round 2, American horror stories, historical hauntings in the U.S., people whose ghosts have been reported, and in what locations. Let's go Louisiana. Louisiana's history, geography, and interesting facts. Good thing to remember, capital of Louisiana, Baton Rouge, not New Orleans. And then we have Oh Sure, words whose spelling includes S-U-R-E. Then we have classical classics, the best of ancient Greek and Roman writing, authors, titles, and subjects. So it'll be like the Iliad, the Odyssey, things like that. Named for people, science, scientific processes, laws, or things named for their creators or most associated with them. So like the Pythagorean theorem, or Newton's laws and things like that. And then Russian rulers, leaders of Russia from yesterday and today. Famous Russian rulers include Ivan the Terrible, Peter the Great, and Catherine the Great. There's a big TV show right now called The Great with Elle Fanning, who's playing Catherine the Great. And the last Russian ruler was Nicholas II. And he had a daughter, Anastasia. The cartoon from like the 80s or 90s that they did, Anastasia was on his daughter. So Peter the Great, Catherine the Great, Ivan the Terrible, who, as you could guess, was not a good ruler. And then Nicholas II was the last ruler of Russia before it became communist. Who likes what?
Jayla will take 1.
Okay.
Uh-oh, we lost Brittany.
Okay, let's hang on for Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be right back. Actually, we lost everybody. You're the only person left. Hopefully you're not playing 3 rounds by yourself, but we'll do what we can. I don't know what happened to Catherine, but I got to leave this up till she gets back because we can't even look at the ultimate challenge till we get this selected. If you had to pick between round 2 or 3, which one would you take?
2.
2. Okay. We'll see what Brittany says. In the meantime, while I'm waiting, I will get a new buzz-in ready.
Okay.
There she is. All right. We had a little panic attack there, but
Sorry about that.
that's all right. Jayla likes 1. What do you like? Do you like 2 or 3?
I can do 2 and 3 again.
You can do 2 and 3 again? Okay, that'll work. So then we need to look at Ultimate Challenge. So we have also a piece of furniture. What are these pieces of furniture given an alternate meaning of the word? So it'd be like dresser and armoire and sofa and chair, table, things like that. I remember that one. We tried it once. I think we got 4 or 5 out of 10. That's the middle of the road one. Religiously speaking, what word or term from any religion is? And the born identity. Oh, we just did this one. Given the year they were born and their birth name, what's the professional name of these rap artists? Do you remember them, though? I don't know how good we did in it.
I think we did pretty okay, but we were given multiple choice since we did it in Kahoot.
Yeah, we were given like multiple choice.
Right. I mean, because it's going to have, they did this one twice. There's going to be people as old as like LL Cool J is one, I know. Ice-T, but when you're thinking of, they're going to give you the birth year. So if you see like 1950s or 60s, think somebody really old like LL Cool J. Don't think like, it ain't going to be Ludacris if he was born in the 50s. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah. So what do you like out of those 3? Because they're all could go good and all could go terrible.
True.
I think we can do born identity and then a piece of furniture for a second.
All right.
What do you think, Brittany?
We can go with that.
Okay. Because ultimately these mean nothing. It's just training again. But it does go to show you we're training some of the right things because they recycled that one. So that's definitely, we're gonna keep going over that one because if they drag that up, that's a good clue. They're gonna bring it back in the NQT. So we're gonna practice that born identity one. So, all right. So identity and furniture. So okay. All right.
Can we go back up to the first round?
Yeah.
What does it mean when you say postal stamps for 2021? Like what does that mean?
Oh, postage stamps. The stamps you put on an envelope when you mail a letter.
Yeah. Like what are they asking for?
They're asking. every year the Postal Service they commemorate famous people by putting them on stamps. So it's a big honor to be put on a stamp. So they're going to give you think it's going to be a mail. This is another one of those, you think it's going to be a mail question, but it's going to be, we're going to give you a clue. So-and-so did something great, and they decide to honor them last year or this year with a new stamp. Who was it that did this? And it's just going to be a famous people category. Probably a lot of politicians, a lot of civil rights people, you know, and one or two famous artists probably.
Okay.
So stuff like that. Cities in Louisiana. Baton Rouge is the capital. New Orleans, obviously, is the biggest city. Shreveport is in Louisiana. HBCUs in Louisiana. We've got Dillard, Xavier, Suno. There's Southern Baton Rouge. Is it Grambling there too? I think
so.
I think Grambling is there too. So all right. Let me just see. Jarvis Christian, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hold on. Let me turn my speaker back up so I can hear you.
Sure.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. And let me drag this back. And let me, for those of you playing in the game, here is the code.
196.
And we have Jayla in round 1, Brittany in round 2 and 3. Who do you have in your 3 rounds, Jarvis Christian?
We have Asia H round 1.
Okay.
Kennedy in round 2, and then we have Kamari in round 3. Or K, if she wants to be called.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, let me go ahead and put them in. Asia H. Got Kennedy Lofton. Kumari.
That's good.
All right, and then we have Jayla in 1. We have Brittany and okay.
Just testing. I put in my headphones. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. And let me bring up Buzzin. Okay. We're going to do a buzzer check. Jayla, please. Asia. Brittany. Kennedy. And Kay. Okay. So, in our last game of this scrimmage between Stillman College and Jarvis Christian, we are going to have Jayla versus Asia Henry in round 1. So we need to do a toss-up to see who's going to go first. So I'm going to do another number between 1 and 10. Jayla, pick a number.
4.
Okay, and Asia, give me a number.
8.
Okay, this time the number was 3. So Stillman, we will go first. All right. So Jayla, please select between 2021 U.S. stamps, artistic ABCs, and seasons eatings.
Artistic ABCs.
All right. Jayla, are you ready?
Yes.
Asia, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. 4 minutes on the clock. Ready and begin. Acrolith aniconic applique, which is a design made by stitching pieces of colored fabric onto a larger piece of cloth. Stillman, Jayla.
Aniconic.
No. Can you take it, Asia?
A palette.
Applique, I will take that. That is correct. So Your bonus. Use wax and a dye repellent to create colorful fabrics, and you've employed what B technique?
Which eye? Oh. Bleach.
What was it? Say again?
You gotta dye, you gotta bleach.
Jarvis Christian.
Bleach.
No. What is batik? What is batik? Now, what C protein precipitated from milk is used as a binder in paints?
Calcium.
No. What is casein? Casein. Select a category.
Seasons eating.
All right. Often topped with nutmeg, what years and dairy drink gets its frothy texture and name from its whipped yolks? Stillman, Jayla.
Eggnog.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Pork and mung beans go into ban chung, a rice cake beloved during Tet, the New Year holiday in what Asian country that was reunited in 1976?
What Asian countries were separated?
Tet, reunited in 1976. Would it be Vietnam?
Given your answer?
Vietnam.
It is Vietnam. Now, rice pudding dessert is featured at the Jewel Board, a Christmas smorgasbord in what native land of Greta Thunberg?
Is that Germany?
I thought she was from Sweden.
Austria?
Stillman, your answer.
Sweden.
Sweden?
It is Sweden. It is Sweden.
Thank you, Brittany.
Good job. All right, select a category.
Seasons eatings.
Okay. A holiday season tradition, Puerto Rican pasteles are a type of tamale made from pork, masa dough, and what starchy bananas? Stillman, Kayla.
No banana.
Plantains.
Plantains are correct. Here's your bonus. Sometimes served with flaming brandy, what pudding is such a UK favorite that it's referenced in We Wish You a Merry Christmas?
Something pudding. Maybe flame pudding.
I know it. It's on top of my tongue. Flaming pudding.
Stillman, your answer.
Flaming pudding.
No, what is figgy pudding? Fig pudding.
Yes.
Yes. Kudia, one of 12 courses honoring the 12 apostles, is part of a Christmas Eve feast in what country disputing Russia's annexation of Crimea?
What do you think? Ukraine?
Ukraine. I'm thinking actually Ukraine. That sounds about right.
Ukraine?
That is correct. Way to remember your current events. Go again.
Seasons eatings.
Seasons eatings. The bûche de Noël. This is for both teams. The bûche de Noël is a rolled up chocolate covered cake resembling a chopped branch. It is France's version of what holiday dessert? Time. What is a Yule log? What is the Yule log? Now, select again, Stillman.
Artistic ABCs.
All right. Cerise, claret, cerulean, which is an adjective for a deep, deep blue. Stillman, Jayla.
Cerulean.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. MC Escher, who specialized in challenging optical illusions, often used what compressed burned wood to make his drawings.
What wood is compressed? Only wasn't on like mahogany, birchwood.
I can only really think of mahogany or birchwood.
Stillman, your answer.
Maybe birchwood.
The key in there was burned. What is charcoal?
Oh, I'm thinking like that's a rock.
Which of the three classic orders of Greek architecture is the only one that begins with C?
Oh, it's Corinthian. It's Corinthian, I think.
Corinthian.
That is correct for 10. All right.
Good job. Thank you, Brittany.
Round one.
You're welcome.
70. Jarvis Christian with 10. And we move into the next round where we have Brittany versus Kennedy. So, Brittany, let's do a buzzer check. And Kennedy. Okay. Kennedy, let's do one more. There we go. Okay. All right. Kennedy, your team is down. So you will select between American Horror Stories, Let's Go Louisiana, and Oh Sure.
Let's Go Louisiana.
Okay, 4 minutes on the clock. Brittany, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Kennedy, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 4 minutes and begin. In New Orleans, what festival ends at the stroke of midnight, marking the beginning of Ash Wednesday? Stillman, Brittany.
Mardi Gras.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Since 1992, New Orleans has required that what K social clubs be integrated in order to receive a parading permit?
Okay, social clubs.
K.
Go with anything. I'm not sure.
Canteen.
No, what is a crew? A crew.
Oh.
And the International Galactic Crew of Chewbacca's recently paraded as Princess Leia, honoring which actress who died in late 2016?
I know her name.
International? Who died? I don't know.
I remember.
Stillman, your answer.
Daisy. I can't remember her name.
Who is Carrie Fisher? Carrie Fisher. All right. Stillman, select the category.
American Horror Stories.
All right. The ghosts of Davy Crockett and a Mexican soldier are believed to haunt what much remembered San Antonio mission? Stillman, Brittany.
Alamo.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. The ghost of Queen Liliuokalani is believed to haunt Lolani Palace in what U.S. state capital?
Honolulu.
Yeah, Honolulu.
That is correct for 10. And the ghost of a man executed in 1898 is believed to haunt what sister city of St. Paul on the northern Mississippi?
Is that
St. Louis?
St. Louis? St. Louis?
No, what is Minneapolis? One of the two cities. Minneapolis, St. Paul, my home. Select a category.
American Horror Stories.
Right. This is for both teams. Pennsylvania's General Wayne Inn is allegedly haunted by which master of the macabre, the author of the Telltale Heart? Stillman, Brittany.
Edgar Allan Poe.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. A Massachusetts B&B is said to be haunted by which former resident who took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks?
I want to say it's Lizzie something. Lizzie Borden.
Go for it.
Lizzie Borden.
That is correct. Now, which side-switching American Revolutionary War general is rumored to haunt Philadelphia's Powell House?
All I know is Paul Revere. There was some. Try Adams.
Adams?
No, who is the greatest traitor in American history? Benedict Arnold.
Oh.
Benedict Arnold. All right, but you still control the board.
American Horror Stories.
All right. For both teams, people have reported seeing the ghost of which First Lady, Mrs. Washington's successor, hurrying to the White House's East Room? Stillman, Brittany.
Sarah Abrams.
No. Can you take it? Can you take it, Kennedy? Time. Who is Abigail Adams? Abigail Adams. All right, Stillman, you're still in control.
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure. What single word, this is for both teams, what single word spelled with S-U-R-E completes both film titles, National Blank and the Blank of the Sierra Madre? Stillman, Brittany.
Festival?
No. Can you take
Treasure?
It is treasure. Has to have S-U-R-E in the title. Now, free time for relaxation is the definition of what S-U-R-E word?
Pleasure?
That is correct for 10. What such word for a serene, self-controlled state of mind is something you try to regain after being rattled?
Composure?
That is correct for 10. All right. At the end of round 2, Stillman with 120. Jarvis Christian got a good one at the end with all the points for 40. And we move to round 3 where we have Brittany versus Kay. So, Brittany, let's do another buzzer check. Yep. And Kay. Okay. Kay, your team is down. So we will select between classical classics named for people science and Russian rulers.
Name for people science.
All right. Brittany, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Kay, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, 4 minutes on the clock. Begin. The number of units in 1 mole of any substance is the constant of which Italian scientist? Stillman, Brittany.
Menard.
No. Can you take Jarvis Christian?
Italian.
No. Who is Avogadro? Avogadro's number. Okay. Jarvis Christian, you're still in control. Select category.
A name for people.
All right. Co-winner of a Nobel Prize with his wife, whose temperature is the point at which certain materials lose their magnetism. Stillman, Brittany.
Kelvin.
No. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian?
Celsius. Oh, Celsius.
No. Who is Curie? That is the Curie point after Pierre Curie, Madame Curie's husband. Select the category. K.
Classical classic.
All right. Plautus, Sophocles, or Terence, whose iconic Greek tragedy Oedipus Rex is still much performed today. Stillman, Brittany.
Sophocles or Sophocles.
I will take that. Sophocles. That is correct. Now, for 20 points after one clue and 10 points after two clues. First, whose Latin tragedy Oedipus has been lost, but not his commentaries on the Gallic War?
I don't know, Brittany. Or anything?
Plato.
No. Now, here's a second clue for 10. He was assassinated near the Senate chamber on the Ides of March.
Oh, Caesar? Oh,
Stillman, your answer.
Caesar.
More specific.
Julius Caesar.
That is correct. All right. Select the category.
Classical classics.
Okay. Whose two epics, one ending at Troy and the other beginning there, are regarded as the absolute peak of classical literature? Stillman, Brittany. Hesitation. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian? No. Who is Homer? Who is Homer? Brittany, select the category.
Classical classics.
All right. Cicero, Horace, or Ovid, whose 15-book Metamorphosis is our best source for Roman mythology? Stillman, Brittany.
Horace.
No. Can you take it, Kay?
Cicero.
No, it is Ovid. Brittany, select the category.
Russian rulers.
All right. Glasnost was a policy of openness and transparency adopted in 1986 by which first and last president of the Soviet Union? Stillman, Brittany.
Holland.
No. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian? No answer. Who is Mikhail Gorbachev? Select a category, Brittany.
Name for people, science.
Okay. Which British sci-fi writer of 2001: A Space Odyssey lends his name to a geostationary orbit? Stillman, Brittany.
Spencer.
No, that's a good guess, actually. Can you take it, Jarvis Christian?
Odell.
No. Who is Arthur C. Clarke? And that is time, mercifully. At the end of that round, Stillman with 140, Jarvis Christian with 40. We move on to the ultimate challenge round. Again, anything can happen because the ultimate challenge is the ultimate choice. Jarvis Christian, you can catch up with, let's see, with 4. So 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. Select between religiously speaking, also a piece of furniture, and the born identity.
It's like if you were the name of a person or something like rap or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Born identity.
Okay.
Right.
Given the year that they were born and their birth name, what is the professional name of these rap artists?
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Okay. Come on in.
Think of something.
Yes.
Okay. 1 minute on the clock. Ready. Begin. 1995, Megan Pete.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes. 1987, Cameron Thomas.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yes. 1988, Rakeem Mayers.
A$AP Rocky.
Yes. 1985, Fahim Rashad Najim.
Pass. Pass.
Okay. 1979, Schaefer Smith.
Ooh. Pass.
Okay. 1971, Calvin Brodius. Yeah. 1958, Tracy Lauren Merrow.
Pass.
Okay. 1991, Jonathan Kirk.
The baby? Yeah.
The baby.
Yes. 1974, Alvin Nathaniel Joyner.
Pass.
1975, Curtis Jackson.
50 Cent. Who did?
Yes. 1985, Fahim Rashid Najim.
Bow Wow.
No. 1979, Schaefer Smith.
Ooh. Pass.
1958, Tracy Lauren Merrow. All right, you got 6. That was a very good round. We'll look at the ones you missed. 1985, Fahim Rashad Najim. That's T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Oh.
1979, Schaefer Smith is Neo. Going way back, 1958, Tracy Lauren Merrow. That is Ice-T. In 1974, Alvin Nathaniel Joyner is Exhibit.
I don't even know who that is.
All right. Still a good round, though. You guys got 6 out of 10. That is a very decent ultimate challenge. All right. Jarvis Christian, you are in the lead. Stillman, you're going to need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Select between religiously speaking or also a piece of furniture.
Also a piece of furniture.
Also a piece of furniture.
Okay. All right. What are these pieces of furniture given an alternate meaning of the word? So I am going to give you an alternate definition, and you got to come up from that definition what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
1 minute and begin. The president's top advisors.
Cabinet.
Cabinet.
Yes. To postpone a discussion of an issue.
Pass.
Okay. Mick Jagger or Chuck Berry.
Pass.
Closet.
Okay. To make a cheat sheet. Cheat sheet.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. An Anatolian empire.
Pass.
Okay. An egotistical, prideful sin.
Lounge chair.
No. A synonym for a judge.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. A pen for raising rabbits.
Cage.
No. The head of a committee.
Chair.
Yes. Home to the thoracic cavity.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. To postpone discussion of an issue.
Pass.
Okay. Mick Jagger or Chuck Berry.
Sink.
Table.
No. To make a cheat sheet.
Sheets.
No. An Anatolian empire.
Sofa.
No. You guys got
Good
2
round.
out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to go to tiebreaker because we both have 190. So let's see what these other ones were. To postpone discussion of an issue is to table something. To table a motion. Mick Jagger and Chuck Berry were rockers.
Mm.
To make a cheat sheet is the crib sheet. In Anatolian Empire, they were the Ottomans.
Oh,
An egotistical, prideful sin, that's vanity. Vanity.
Mhm.
A synonym for a judge is a bench.
Okay.
A pen for raising rabbits is a hutch.
Hutch.
A hutch. And the home to the thoracic cavity is your chest.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What's the
see.
tiebreaker?
It's not letting me go to tiebreaker. We're supposed to play a question off the clock. Let me see here what happens when I hit finalize match. It's not letting me. Okay, the match has ended in a tie. Prepare for the tiebreaker question. Okay. Each team select one person to go head-to-head on a toss-up question. We are going to keep doing toss-up questions until somebody gets one right. So this is going to be just like any toss-up question. I'm going to read it. You've got to buzz in, and you've got to get it right. If nobody gets it right, we'll do another question. All right. Who wants to go for Stillman?
I could.
Brittany, okay,
All right.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Brittany's going to go. Who is going to go for Jarvis Christian?
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Okay. So let me write that down. Brittany versus Kennedy. You're the only ones who can buzz in. Get ready. All right. Are both teams ready? Let me get a buzzer check from Brittany. Okay, and a buzzer check from Kennedy. Okay. Ready.
Ready.
Okay.
Ready.
All right. Here we go. Oh, I got it. Hang on. I actually have to put in the computer who is playing for what team. And let's see. Kennedy. Okay. All right. Here we go. Washington National Cathedral houses the tomb of which Nobel Prize winning president who kept us out of war for his first term? Jarvis Christian Kennedy.
Wilson.
That is Woodrow Wilson. Congratulations, Jarvis Christian. You are victorious. 200 to 190.
Yeah, better.
It is just coincidental that we happen to have a question that we had earlier, so we had heard that answer. But good job, everybody. That was a very hotly contested game.
Princess,
All right. Now, guys, let me stop sharing that. While we are all here, we might want to put into the private chat, if everybody wants to put in your social media so that you can connect with each other and everything. One of the most important things about Honda Campus All-Star Challenge is friends for life. And we want to make sure that we make those networking connections so that later in life, when you guys need jobs and you guys need assistance, you guys can all help each other out. So why don't we go ahead? We'll put those in there and you all can share those. And that way you can connect with each other. Jarvis, Christian, we want to thank you guys for scrimmaging us today.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
It was very much a pleasure. It was very equal games. I think everybody did really good. Really good job for your first time out, guys. You guys should be impressed with how you did. Both of our teams, we both got, we know things that we can improve on, obviously, but this was a really good first time out for trial run for both of us. If you guys later in semester need another scrimmage when we get closer to March 13th, we're certainly willing to do that again. Just let us know if you need some more practice, and we're certainly willing to do another scrimmage.
Yes, sir, we will. Thank you, Dr. Jennings.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lee. Or Dr. Lee or Ms. Lee?
Miss Lee.
Ms. Lee.
Not,
Okay.
not Dr. Lee yet.
All
Almost.
right. Well, here's hoping. I know what that process is like. So good luck to you on that, because that is definitely an accomplishment. So it was very nice meeting all of you today and playing with you guys. And Stillman did okay. Jalen, Brittany, we've put yours up. Jarvis, we've got Asia's up. Did anybady else want to put their information in on Jarvis?
Now, what's yours?
It's pretty_dark.
Pretty.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
But can we do like Snapchat?
Yeah,
I dress up sometimes. I don't always look like these.
Sorry, y'all. It's a little bit.
That's all right. And later in the year, when we get to the NQT, there is also there is a group me for all current HCASC players so that you all can meet with each other and use each other as networking sources and things like that. So when we get to the NQT, you will get that, you'll put together that group me, and then people talk all the time on there. about stuff. So you will also get that, but this is just if you want to personally talk and things like that. So does anybody else have information they want to post? Otherwise, we will go ahead and we will end the broadcast. I'm going to end the public broadcast right now. So those of us who are watching tonight, thank you very much. And Stillman, we'll see you all next week on Tuesday when we take on Tuskegee University. And we will see you next time.